There's nothing better than waking up to bird sounds in the morning. Those are two recordings I took from Costa Rica. The first was a fiesta, and the second one was birds from the rainforest. Hello, I'm Ashley, and welcome to my channel Plentiful Picnic, where I share my whole plant food recipes and tips for a more sustainable lifestyle. I've been really missing Costa Rica lately. I was there studying abroad last year for 3 months, and I actually haven't made any Costa Rican food since I got back because I was kind of tired of plantains every day, but I just thought it'd be a good idea to make Costa Rican food for an entire day because I really miss the food. And I thought it'd be interesting to show a country's breakfast, lunch, and dinner because typically when you think of a certain ethnic food, it's typically dinner that we focus on, so I thought it'd be interesting to do an entire day of one type of food. So let's get on to today's video. So I first want to show off some of the food that I'll be cooking with today. I went to the farmer's market yesterday and got some lettuce, cilantro, I got these carrots and potatoes, and then the bell pepper and avocado I got left over from my family because they had too much of those. So on my way to the farmer's market there was a house that had a ton of tangerines, and I've seen this house before, so I brought some lemons from my own tree to exchange with them, and I asked if I could have some of the tangerines, and they were happy to give me some. And then I went to a regular grocery store to get some bananas, plantains. I try to buy as local as possible for my groceries, but bananas and plantains are not local in California, so I just look for the single bananas that look kind of brown because those are going to be thrown out very soon, and then the plantains, I got the grossest looking ones because those are likely to be thrown out. And then I got this yucca or cassava root. It's kind of like a potato or like a sweet potato, and it's grown in Costa Rica. And be sure to watch my entire video to see what I end up making with the cassava. And all the cassava was wrapped in plastic, and this is the only one that wasn't. And I figured it was just going to be thrown away because it's cut in half and it's like not the best looking. I'm just going to cut that part off. And then I got some brown rice in bulk, and then I have some black beans that I soaked overnight, and I'm going to cook those this morning. So for breakfast I'll be making gallo pinto, which is a traditional Costa Rican breakfast consisting of rice and beans. Gallo pinto is traditionally used with white rice, but I'm going to use brown rice because it has more nutrition. And I have my beans right here. And first I'm going to cook my beans in the Instant Pot. I'm going to cover them with water. Then I'm going to add a scoop of this Better Than Bouillon vegetable paste for some flavor. And then I'm going to mince a few garlic cloves. And I cook the beans on high pressure for 7 minutes. And while that's cooking, I'm going to chop up some cilantro. Now I'm going to take the beans out of the Instant Pot so I can cook my rice now. Now I'm going to add everything to my skillet. I'm just adding a little bit of salt and pepper. Well, this is my finished gallo pinto. It's definitely very different than the traditional Costa Rican gallo pinto I had in Costa Rica. I think it's the brown rice, but I still think it tastes pretty good. And I tried to get like similar proportions of beans to rice, and usually gallo pinto is made with a lot of rice and less beans. And then I'm also having a tangerine and a banana for breakfast also. And Costa Ricans typically have scrambled eggs for breakfast also, and I thought it'd be good to make a little tofu scramble with turmeric, but I don't have any tofu, so this is what it is for now. But it has a lot of protein and it's pretty good. As you guessed it, it's time for almuerzo, or lunchtime. And for lunch, I'm going to be making casados, which consist of beans and rice and salad and plantains and other like veggies like that. So first I'll be cutting up my plantains to fry them. And I thought it was cool how rice is served on casados. In Costa Rica, they put it in like a little bowl and they tip the bowl over. And so I'm going to try that now. Look at that, it worked. Lime slices, and just put those on the side there. And this is typically how Costa Rican casados is served, kind of like that. These plantains are really good, and I haven't even had a plantain since Costa Rica, which was like 8 months ago, and I just got so tired of plantains, but now they're just bringing so many memories of being tired of plantains in Costa Rica. And I'm just topping off my salad with like a bit of watered down balsamic vinaigrette and some of my lime. And I just like how Costa Rican food is very simple, but it still tastes good. I made the black beans and the brown rice this morning, and I could just cook that for breakfast and lunch, and then I'm going to have it for dinner too. But it's pretty good, and I like the salad. For dinner, I'll be making rice and beans and salad, and I'm also going to cook some of this cassava and plantains. With this plantain, I'm going to make patacones, which is a fried plantain, but it's slightly different than the last fried plantain. These are smashed and boiled, and then I'm going to boil some potatoes and this cassava, and then make some cassava fries with this. adding all this into the boiling water, then I'm going to set a timer for 5 minutes and just check it periodically. So I finished cooking the cassava, and now I'm going to smash the plantains to make the patacones. And everywhere I saw online it said to use plastic wrap, but I don't use plastic, so I'm just going to use these silicone baking mats. And it kind of sticks, but I think it'll turn out okay. So I finally sat down to eat my dinner, and I'm going to try the cassava chips. I think they're alright. The ones I had in Costa Rica were a lot better. This is only my first time making them, so I think I could do better next time. I probably need to cook it, boil them a bit longer, and the cassava fries are typically deep fried, and I don't want to deep fry them, so that might be another reason. Today was my first day making plantains, and both times they turned out really good, and I think plantains are just pretty easy to make. I had fun cooking Costa Rican food today, and it definitely makes me feel more connected to Costa Rica by having Costa Rican food all day. So I was thinking about making other videos where I eat an entire day of just a certain ethnic food. So comment below if you think that's a good idea. I was thinking about maybe next making a breakfast, lunch, dinner for France, or maybe England, because I've been to those two countries. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching today's video, and I hope to see you soon in the next video, and be sure to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Bye!